When all is said and done, I think Classroom of the Elite tries to highlight something important. That society is perpetually wearing a mask, trying to maintain this perception of normalcy and stability, but beneath the surface lies the darkness of humanity. And Kushida is a prime example of this, and that's because her and Aina Koji are two sides of the same coin. Two individuals constantly wearing a mask, never revealing their true nature to others. Kushida takes the Yoshikage Kira approach. She just wants to live a normal life, maintain her secrets, and she will do anything to justify her actions. With that same sentiment, we have the similarity of Aina Koji, who's willing to take extreme actions in order to maintain his ideal of freedom. It's safe to say that they see people as objects that they can exploit, and by consistently wearing this mask, they can make people buy into their facade, and it's very easy to manipulate them. And Kushida's approach to this situation is pretty simplistic. She's kind to everyone. She makes as many connections as possible, makes as many friends as possible, learns as much information as possible, learns everybody's valuable secrets, and she can exploit them however she sees fit. Aina Koji proposed this question to Horikita: what's humanity's strongest weapon? And the obvious answer is information. The power of information is a make or break in the state of warfare. Who can ever receive the right information the fastest will win the war. And this was something Kushida understood well in order to win. That's her baseline mindset. It's coercive and calculated and tells us a lot about her character. She doesn't actually care about anyone but herself. And it's actually this same concept that destroyed her middle school class and the reason why she's in Class D, the class of defects. She tried to be everybody's friend, tried to maintain this persona as the perfect girl. And when it all hit the fan and her back was against the wall, she self-destructed. She decimated the class from within. Everybody turned against one another. It descended into true chaos, and only Kushida left unscathed. She set her sights on the Tokyo Advanced Nurturing High School, with the mission to regain her status in the classroom. She would bury the hatchet, she would keep her past a secret, and nobody would know about that. Unfortunately, life and fate cannot be that convenient, and she had to deal with the burden that Horikita was not only in the same school as her, but in the same class. And although Horikita did not know the details of what happened to that class, and she didn't really care either, her only goal is to ascend to Class A. She will do that by any means possible. But Kushida did not want to bet her newfound life on a chance of fate. Kushida made it a mission to get Horikita expelled, and she would sabotage her own friends and her own class just to do that. And then we have Aina Koji, who's, he's pretty unlucky, and he just happened to stumble across Kushida, who was revealing her true nature, and because of that fact, he also became her target. And so she resorted to blackmail, which was pretty smart. She wanted to keep her past and her persona a secret. Now for Aina Koji, Kushida is just another pebble in a slow-running stream. She's completely insignificant, but she can still disrupt his flow. And if he can't use her as a useful puppet, then she might as well be fodder. She might as well be thrown to the wolves. And as the story progresses, Kushida continues to show her true colors, doing whatever she can to put Horikita and Aina Koji on the chopping block. Now, it's unfortunate because Kushida has a lot of great assets. She communicates well with others, makes friends easily, is pretty smart, and decently athletic. She could be of great value to Class D, but she's so hung up on the past that she can't move forward. And it's that fact alone that makes her more of a problem than an answer. She's somebody who will bring the class down, not up. You see, you can have unlimited potential, but if it comes at the cost of others, then it's just as good as poison. Civilizations have been destroyed just by one person. It can be that easy. It can be that simple. Unfortunately for Kushida, she doesn't understand Aina Koji in the slightest. If Aina Koji is the sky, then she's drowning in the ocean. If Aina Koji is the sun, then she's a solar eclipse. Kushida will never be on the same level, although she might delude herself into believing that she is. The greatest failures come from those who never move forward, and that's Kushida's greatest fault. She chose not to grow from her past. If she just took a second to rethink her process, then perhaps she had a chance of surviving. But when you curse someone, you better bring a shovel, because you're digging two graves.